Alright, so I know I'm gonna get pretty ranty in this video, so we're gonna have some fun. And this video is about something that I've been wanting to talk about for quite a bit of time. I think it's a real problem, and I just have a lot of opinions to express on the issue. And what I'm talking about, of course, is the fake Instagram models that we see all over the place and that we all want to look like. So a quick disclaimer, I don't mean to be super rude or hateful towards these girls. I just want to point out some of the ugly things that are happening on Instagram and point out the truth to what's really going on here. So I know you've probably seen a bunch of these videos all going around YouTube, and believe me, I have a lot of opinions to share on it, and that's why I'm excited to finally make this video. So let's just start with the obvious. We all want to look like these girls. They look beautiful, they have perfect waists, perfect butts, perfect legs, perfect everything, and everybody wants to look like them, myself included. Like, who wouldn't want to look like this? But that needs to stop because it is all absolutely fake. And a lot of people, I feel, don't realize that it's fake and photoshopped, and we need to like shed some light on this subject because I don't think this is where the future of the internet and like Instagram should go. I just think it's wrong. Like, this should not be our body goals. Like, not even they have bodies that look like this. It's photoshopped, it's fake, nobody looks like this, and like even these girls don't look like this themselves, so how are we going to look like this if even they don't look like that? It's just not possible. So I'm gonna do a little experiment here. I took a couple pictures of myself this morning, and I'm going to use only the app Facetune to change them up as much as I can to make them Instagram worthy. So yeah, that doesn't even look like me, and if I were to post that, people would think, wow, you know, you're so pretty, blah blah. I'm not saying it in that kind of way, but people would think, wow, that's amazing, how did you get that body? And in real life, it's like not even possible because it's fake. The only, you know, explanation other than Photoshop would be surgery, and I'm not one who's big for like surgery to enhance your looks. I mean, everybody can do whatever they want. I do not care. But for me, myself, I prefer, you know, natural. Whatever you're born with, you know, that's what you're stuck with, kind of. But, you know, you can always, you know, exercise and have a good diet to get the body of your dreams. But yeah, I just think the way that they look is ridiculous, and the amount of Photoshop they use is also just unreal, and it's just unnatural. Like, their waists are so skinny and their butts are so big, it's just so unnatural, and it's almost like scary at times. And they all look like the same fake too. It's weird, like if you take a bunch of pictures of a bunch of girls, they just all look so similar. Like, there's no uniqueness to a lot of it. I'm not saying all, but you know, like, they start to look the same over and over again. Like, they all have the same kind of hair, the same slim figure, big butts. And like, I know that's what's popular right now. Like, styles change obviously over the years, but if you just look at all these girls over and over, they just all start to look the same. It's really weird. Like, even their faces and everything's, you know, photoshopped to be the same, and it's no originality or like uniqueness in features anymore, which is just kind of odd because like you think you'd want to be unique to stand out like that, but everybody just kind of photoshopped themselves to look the same. And I know not all of these Instagram models do that, and I am praising the ones who don't. I think natural beauty should be something that is way more recognized and way more praised instead of these girls who just don't even look like this in real life. I think they should be showing off their natural bodies, but the thing is, they don't think their natural bodies are good enough, and like neither do we, honestly, most of the time. And like me especially, you can look through my Instagram as much as you want, there's hardly any pictures of me doing a selfie or anything like that. It's just a lot of like general body pictures because I'm self-conscious about my body. Most people are after looking at all these pictures of like these beautiful girls and realize that they will never look like that, and it's kind of upsetting. And so like that's why, you know, if you go to my Instagram and look, there's like hardly any selfies, and if there is a selfie, it is with a filter, because filters hide our imperfections and we don't want to show any imperfections online. And so when people actually do that, like, that takes so much guts and they have so much confidence on them, and like, I absolutely love that. I think, you know, like I said before, we should be praising their natural beauties and their flaws and insecurities, because that is what a human actually is. And the thing is, like, so many of these girls are preaching about body positivity when just the opposite is happening. Like, they're not confident enough in their own bodies that they have to Photoshop their pictures before they put it out. They're not confident in how they look, yet they're saying that, you know, hey, you know, everybody's beautiful the way you are, but, you know, they're not following through on what they're saying. And all of these young girls on Instagram are looking up to them and thinking, yeah, that's what I have to look like, and that's what my body has to look like to be beautiful and to fit in. And it's just not right. It's just spreading more doubt and insecurities and anxiety about the way people look. It's just not right, and it's spreading the wrong message here. You know, body positivity with a photoshopped picture is just the exact opposite. It's like we don't look beautiful in our own bodies unless we change it to look like these fake girls. I mean, I deal with this too. I feel like most, you know, people on Instagram do. I'll want to Photoshop my body if there's some imperfection or something, or hide it with a filter. I don't really use Photoshop at all, but I use filters all the time. I will want to hide my pores and my acne and things like that. You know, who wouldn't want to? We want to look beautiful. But it's just not the way we naturally look. And I have nothing against filters. Like, I use them all the time because, like, they're not really changing the shape of our body. It's more just changing, like, the lighting. And that can be done naturally, you know, in the right lighting, I guess. But, like, it's when it comes to Photoshop that it's really just fake and overly done. And it's just not right. It's so crazy, though. Like, so many people today are so naturally pretty, but they don't feel like they're pretty enough unless they Photoshop themselves or, you know, apply filters and look fake and not themselves. Like, you see somebody online and then you look at them in real life and it's like, that's not the same person. You're just deceiving people. What are all these other people thinking, like, when they see you in real life? Like, whoa, that does not look like you. Who is this person? And that's not really the message that you want to be spreading here. Like, you see all these beautiful, perfect lives on Instagram, and then in real life, they're just like us. And honestly, like, that's kind of reassuring to me. Like, all of these, you know, pictures and stuff, they are photoshopped, but in real life, you know, I could have that body. You could have that body. Anybody can have that body, because online is fake. And I don't like where this is going with all of this fakeness. Just keep growing and growing and growing, and people not thinking they're good enough or beautiful enough unless they change their bodies to look like something they are not, and something that is not even possible for a human body to do without surgery. But yeah, that's the end of my rant. For now, I feel a lot better getting that all off my mind, and I feel like I could, you know, keep blabbing on about this forever, but I'm not going to keep going and going and going because I feel like I'm going to get repetitive. But yeah, now you know how I think of the situation and how it needs to be stopped, because it's just spreading, you know, insecurity and anxiety about people's bodies, which is not what we want. That's not the point here. We want to be body positive and confident in ourselves no matter what we look like, because nobody's perfect. Not even the Instagram models. They're not perfect in real life. And yeah, that's the point I'm trying to get at here. So, like I said, I'm done ranting now, and if you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. I might make more videos like this in the future, and I also have a lot of fitness videos out because I've been getting really into fitness lately, and I think that's one way to really, you know, boost body confidence without Photoshop. So I'll have some of those playlists and things linked below if you want to check them out, and thank you for watching.